The woman kissed a scarecrow without reservation. She hadn't touched a man in 3 years, as her husband had gone to war shortly after their wedding and hadn't been heard from since. Pearl now lived with only her parents, spending her days and nights caring for her paralyzed father. But young Pearl didn't want to continue this way forever. She loved dancing and dreamed of becoming a star, though her domineering mother crushed these aspirations before they could take root. Pearl's long-suppressed emotions had nowhere to go. Combined with becoming a widow at such a young age, her psychology gradually twisted. When things didn't go her way, Pearl would harm creatures around her. After stabbing a goose to death, she went to the riverbank and fed the carcass to alligators lurking in the water. One day, while supposedly out buying medicine for her father, Pearl visited the town's movie theater. Watching the dancers' graceful movements on screen, her eyes revealed an intense longing. After the film ended, the projectionist unexpectedly approached her. The man showered Pearl with compliments, stirring ripples of romance in her heart, something she'd never experienced before. Before she left, he gave her a film reel. Back home, Pearl danced joyfully with the scarecrow, imagining it was the man, freely expressing her pent-up desires. The next day, her husband's sister visited Pearl's home and mentioned an upcoming dance competition in town. She showed Pearl the registration poster, reigniting Pearl's dream of stardom. But once again, her mother refused to let her participate. Pearl, desperate to escape the confines of the farm, decided to eliminate all obstacles. She pushed her long paralyzed father to the edge of the river where she had been carefully feeding the alligators. As the creatures gradually approached, Pearl pushed the wheelchair forward. Suddenly, her mother's voice called out from behind. That evening, Pearl expressed her desire to enter the dance competition. She wanted one chance to fight for her own life, promising to settle quietly on the farm if she wasn't selected. Her mother berated her for being selfish and slapped her hard, hoping to end Pearl's dreams once and for all. Pearl's long-suppressed emotions finally erupted. She began wrestling with her mother while her helpless father could only watch. In her frenzy, Pearl pushed her mother near the stove. The flames caught her clothes, quickly engulfing her entire body. Shocked, Pearl hurriedly grabbed a basin of water to extinguish the fire. Though she succeeded in putting out the flames, her mother was severely burned. Instead of taking her to the hospital, Pearl dragged her barely breathing mother to the basement, leaving her to fend for herself. Afterward, Pearl went out in the pouring rain and knocked on the projectionist's door. Under the influence of hormones, they easily fell into each other's arms. The next day, Pearl brought her new boyfriend home. But seeing this woman who only knew how to deal with livestock, the impatient man checked his watch and prepared to make excuses to leave. Hearing this, Pearl instantly descended into madness. Seeing her frenzied state, the man turned toward his car. Pearl grabbed a pitchfork and chased after him, violently plunging it into his chest. Due to copyright restrictions, this is all we can show of this story. It's called Pearl.